Okay, I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath. Make sure you're laying flat on your back, you're cozy. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Make sure that when you're breathing in, that you're breathing in to the full capacity of your stomach, where your stomach is expanding, and your chest. And when you exhale, you're contracting your stomach and pushing it out, okay? Great. Okay, so I want you to continue just your regular breathing right now as I talk. Oftentimes we get busy and we get stressed and we just start to really hold in our breath and not let movements of breath through us. And breath is a life-giving force. It has the power to not just keep us alive, but also help us thrive and move through situations. And many times when we don't let ourselves continue breathing, it stagnates. It starts to create clutter within us. So I want you to know that you're safe. You're safe to be here. You're safe to let your thoughts wander without judgment, but just really be present here with yourself as we go through this session. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit through each energy center of chakra, and we're going to breathe into that to help just rebalance and cleanse our energies. And again, you are safe. Any emotions that come up, let them. You are supported by me, but I cannot see you. I cannot hear you. So if you need to cry, scream, anything that comes up, let it out. That's why we make sure that you are alone and laying flat on your back and during this exercise. Okay, so we're gonna just do the very easy breath in the lower region, to where you're gonna do a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, like a lion's breath. And make these fairly deeper than your normal breath, but we'll get a little more intense as things go on. Okay, so take a deep breath in, and I want you to imagine your root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, represents security, your basic needs of shelter, food, safety, love, affection. And I want you to just imagine a color red glowing at the base of your spine. And I want you to take a deep breath in, where that breath goes all the way, expanding your belly and your chest all the way down to your spine. And exhale. Memories, potentially, of times where you felt unsafe or not secure might surface, and that's okay. Just acknowledge them and just keep this breathing pattern up. We're going to do a few more breaths in this area. So imagine that imagine that red light. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. And you can even place your hands lower on your thighs to feel a little grounded. You can even prop your feet up to where they're, against the floor to feel more grounded as well. And that glowing light, and I want you to just imagine or tell yourself out loud even, I am safe. I am safe. Do a couple more breaths in that setting. Imagining that red light glowing and pulsing. And then we're going to move up into our sacral chakra. And imagine an orange glowing light. This is the area that's like your lower belly. For females, it is where all of your reproductive and everything rests. So really give that area some love. We womb wisdom and womb wounds. So Imagine that orange color, and this is where your creativity and like sensuality rests. So oftentimes blocked creativity is expressed through sensuality that's misplaced, or vice versa, I guess you could even say. So imagine that glowing light. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Emotions just in general with no memory specifically could come up, especially if you have repressed a lot of your feelings or your feminism. We all, male or female, we all have masculine and feminine energy. We all have polarity. But if you've been really shoving down one side of yourself and the feminine side, then this could really be, there could be a lot of blockages here. I like to do open my hips sometimes, doing like a butterfly pose or a hip opener pose when I'm doing this breathwork session and focused on the sacral. So again, just keep imagining that orange, citrusy, like I like to imagine an orange, just bright orange right there. You can even place your hands there, do a little bit of light massage as you're breathing. So one last deep breath in and exhale. Okay. And I want you to repeat to yourself in your mind or out loud that I am creative, I am sensual. And then let's move up into the solar plexus. So that is the right above your navel area. So you can place your hands there if you want that energy. And just imagine a yellow light glowing. And the solar plexus has also to do with our emotions and our instincts, and I just want you to breathe deeply into that. If you've ever been like, oh, I had that gut feeling and I didn't listen, a lot of shame can come up here, a lot of distrust can come up here. So I just want you to imagine that yellow light. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Don't forget to be breathing in to the belly and chest and contracting as you exhale. Do a couple more breaths here. Many times that feeling of shame can turn to judgment and resentment towards ourselves. And if we don't trust ourselves, then that can create a lot of confusion, a lot of stagnation in our life. And so just feel free to let any of that go right now. And as you take a last couple deep breaths in, I want you to actually, these are your lower chakras, so I want you to really take a deep breath in, and we're going to hold at the top. So hold 1, 2, 3, and exhale. And here in your mind or in out loud, I want you to just repeat to yourself that I trust myself, I listen to myself, I honor myself. Okay, and then we're going to move to the heart chakra. So the heart chakra also extends to your arms and your hands. So you could rub your hands together if you want to feel a little extra energy. You can just trace your fingernails over your arms, place your hands over your heart. The left hand is the receiving and the right is the giving hand. So you can layer both, or you can have one coming in, one extended out, and vice versa, whichever balance you feel. Just do with, like we just talked about your solar plexus, do what you feel. And then as you take a deep breath into the heart chakra, I want you to make sure you're really filling up the chest and the belly. And exhale. And then as you continue that breath, I want you to allow any time where you've felt hurt. Maybe you've been accused of being really sensitive. Maybe you feel really guarded right now. Whether it's because of another person, a situation, something that you yourself did. A lot of shame can also come up in the heart, a lot of anger. also a lot of constriction. I noticed that when I would work with my heart chakra and breathing, a lot of times my hands would really want to close. And it was because control and like protection of myself, right? So just even for this 30 seconds that we're working with the heart chakra, really just imagine a time where your heart felt open. Imagine a time where you felt free and loved, and like you loved someone or something and it loved you back. And I just want you to really feel into that for a moment as you breathe. Now I want you to hold this next breath at the top. Hold for 3, 2, 1, a little longer if you can. And any emotions that come up are valid. Anything you're feeling, even if you can't associate it, why? Don't let your mind control it. Just feel in your body. Okay? Okay. All right. And let's move to, oh, and for your heart, I want you to say, I am love, I love, and I am loved. In your mind or out loud. I am love, I am loved, I love. Okay. Also, let's add in, I give and receive from a place of love. Okay. I give and receive from a place of love. All right, now we're going to move into the throat chakra. Just 3 left. Throat chakra is very important. So much stagnation, especially after trauma or a situation where you felt unheard, can really start to clog itself up, where we either use our throat chakra in anger, or to project, or we stay silent. And I know in my life I've felt very unheard before and very frustrated with my communication or the lack of being heard and seen. So we really want to clear this out. My breathwork session that I had yesterday actually like coughed some stuff up from this, so it's very important. Focus. I want you to imagine the color of like a turquoise, a nice turquoise blue, and I want you to just really breathe into this area. And I know that we're breathing into the chest and the body and the belly of the body, but like feel your neck muscles as you're really taking that breath, okay? So in through the nose, out through the mouth. And continue on those breaths, and I want you to hear or say out loud, I am heard, I speak articulately, I speak my truth. I am heard, I speak articulately, I speak my truth. Okay, and you can even do a little bit of like neck massage while you're laying there. I love to do this, it's so relaxing. Neck massage, even like let your jaw start to hang and massage your jaw. Let your tongue drop to the base instead of being on the roof of your mouth or held. Just relax. A couple more breaths here. And on your last one, hold it at the top. 3, 2, 1, and release. And lastly, just think of a time where you did speak and you felt heard and seen, and hold that energy for a second. Okay? Got it? All right. Now we're going to move to the ajna, or the third eye, which is right in between your eyes. So you can kind of roll your eyes up even though they're closed in and towards that point where you would feel cross-eyed if your eyes were open. And imagine just like a nice purple color, and blue, and just focus on that. And this is all about our intuition, right? And seeing the bigger picture. As a Pisces and a projector, this is very much a place where I tend to live. But sometimes we can get very in our heads, right? And not in our bodies with the third eye and the crown. So breathe into this area. Imagine that blue light right here. and just breathe. And imagine a time where you followed your intuition, where you saw something, how it would go, and you were correct. And that trust that it built in your solar plexus with you listening to your intuition. And then take a deep breath and hold it at the top and release. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. And I want you to say to yourself, I am intuitive. I know my path. I am intuitive. I know my path. Okay, then we're going to move to the last chakra, which is the crown chakra. And I want you to just imagine a nice purple light right above your head. I like to give myself a little scalp massage while I get in the mode for this. So deep breath in and just exhale through the mouth. Give yourself a nice scalp massage. Stimulate some blood flow to the area. Massage your temples even. Okay, yeah, real good. Deep breath in and exhale. So the crown chakra is all about like being connected to your higher self, being connected to source, being connected to those around us. And I want you to just imagine a time where you felt so connected to the best version of you and so connected to the best version of someone else. And just see that in your mind. And anything that comes up of where any other emotions or in your head thoughts that come up, just again, observe them and allow them to pass by. Don't judge your thoughts. This is, we've already balanced the heart chakra. It's from a place of love. And as you are breathing into the crown chakra, I just want you to imagine this purple light from source coming down. Everything that was or is you, everything that was or is from your ancestors, from people that surround you, from source, just pouring in and filling up your whole body with the knowledge and the support and the love that comes from being connected and not an island. Take a couple deep breaths in that. And imagine that purple light then leaving your body and going back up into source, but there's still a connection at any time you can call on. At any time you can just reach up and like a beam into a UFO ship, receive. Okay, keep breathing. And then I want you to repeat to yourself or in your mind's eye, I'm connected. I am not alone. Source is always with me. I'm connected. I am not alone. Source is always with me. My higher self is always with me. I have my own back. And just imagine that purple light remaining, just a little connection. And you can let that dissipate if you want, and know that you can always call on it again, or if it feels more comfortable to you to let that connection still be there, that's fine as well. And take another deep breath in and hold at the top and release. Okay. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. I hope this little breathwork exercise was really helpful for you. Come back to it. We often, again, forget to just breathe and take a moment and be present in our bodies and not just in our minds. And part of being present is depression comes from looking to the past. Anxiety comes from looking too far in the future. And being present is where we can truly find happiness now, even if it's just connecting with the ample and abundant breath that we have. And it's the best way to clear out stagnation, get centered on what we really want to focus on, what's important to us, and also honor our emotions that come up so that we can release them and move through them, because we are a living, breathing being. All right, I love you so much.